what is going to be the answer here? It looks like we're loading into the first game here. Can VipR and Solarson stop Boomie and Sandstorm?
Yeah, that is what we are looking for here. So it is the Tesca and the Chun-Li epic crossover for Wushan coming out here. The double gauntlets they talked about. They're going up against, this is I guess the EU patented team of Kaya Ulgrim at this point, right? We just saw that for Macno and Blaze, and VipR and Solarson were being like, wait a second, this looks great, this feels great, we're going to be doing this too, because that is what the team that we think is the best in the EU is winning with right now. Although they got their own drip, right? Is that way we're able to tell the difference and when the ditto eventually happens. But here's that first team combo coming out, and that just got barely interrupted, I think, because of that weapon throw. But Boomie just manages to recover right back and get some more damage in. Tries to go for an early side stick too.
And already, I mean, this game is starting off pretty close, all things considered, right? Yeah. It's really hard to tell how well Boomie and Sandstorm are going to do because they could win the entire thing, but they also are no stranger to, like, you know, making top 8, you know, but like, or maybe just like a little bit outside. It's hard to see the consistency in the performance sometimes as of late.
Yes, I think that the best place that you could expect to see it is at LAN, but as you're right, it's been results all over the place so far. And that down side there from the alley-oop comes through, trying to get that edge guard onto VipR. It's 5 stocks to 5, and VipR and Solarson have kept this very, very close. In fact, I would even say that Boomie and Sandstorm are struggling to get their conversions off the team combos that they're starting. Yeah. And then Solarson and VipR are just actually winning neutral more than Boomie and Sandstorm are.
But I like this conversion from Sandstorm. Here goes for the ground pound, but isn't going to lead to anything. Nice little extended jungle here into the exhausted
Makes
recovery.
It back. Wow.
Jeez, so good. And the one thing I'm really looking forward to here is, you know, people have been complaining, oh my God, here it is.
Oh, it delays the dare. I mean, that combo was so crazy because he landed on the platform to continue that string.
Yes, yes. I mean, there's a reason they're some of the best in the business. They got it.
I get it's still very exciting for me to be able to see Boots conversions in team combos, right? Because this is a weapon that was like, oh, how long is this going to take for people to actually use this? It took forever for Lance and Cannon to come
nice
in, right?
Save.
Great save, yeah.
This is getting ridiculous because, oh, wait, hold on. Huge opportunity here. Potentially Sandstorm and Boomie are going to convert a little late on the gravity cancel there.
The weapon throw to be able to interrupt that recovery there. The sider came through after the side to connects. He's trying to get those fade back stairs to catch Solarson getting back onto the stage, but it is still a close game here. Sandstorm takes a few sidelight nairs from VipR's Axe, and that's going to be even.
And one thing I do love is despite the fact that in the singles landscape, Axe made a bit of a comeback. Oh, hold on. We get 2, goes for the big chop. It's not going to connect, but this is as close as it comes. I don't think people expected it to be as close as it is right now. Boomie on the final stock. VipR getting sent down to the final stock, but Solarson has quite a bit of damage racked up now.
A lot of damage, but manages to avoid one strong hit with the pogo, but the recovery from Boomie will hit afterwards. Falls to that side air to punish the neutral light connecting onto VipR, and now he's got to let VipR frontline. Can't get anything started here. Sandstorm gets edge guarded. Okay, the weapon throw couldn't hit the Sarah, so he went for what he could. Ground pound connects. Is Boomie out? The recovery from Sandstorm hits him to the stage, and he makes it back. Sandstorm trades his stock for Boomie to have a chance here, but if they take him down, that's a 2v1 against Sandstorm that they could get.
Oh, what a ground pound. What the heck, dude, from there?
Oh, and now VipR and Solarson on the verge of taking game 1 off of Boomie and Sandstorm. If they can get Sandstorm into a team combo. There in the recovery. VipR's actually just beating him 1v1. D-Light Sider tried to toss him back to VipR, and that's going to take off Sandstorm's weapon. Can you make it back?
Yeah, at this point, Sandstorm needs a D-Light recovery onto Solarson to even have a chance of getting the 2v1, can even make this comeback to the stage. Manages to land, tries to pick up this weapon that's going to be the stock into the neutral sig, and Solarson and VipR take the first game off of Boomie and Sandstorm.
Yeah, that was quite convincing as well, and it came down to a situation that I think we've seen as like almost like a vulnerability in Boomie team compositions in general, which is that sometimes Boomie stocks just disappear off the side of the screen and people go, okay, we could just get an edge guard here, and Boomie is the one player that, like, no matter what the game state is like, he will just bite. Like, he'll take the bait, he'll go off stage, he'll be like, you know what? I want to take this, I think I can win this, whatever, and then sometimes you can see him explode into a blaze of glory, and you've got yourself a 1v2 where Sandstorm struggling to keep up.
And Sandstorm never got a chance really to regain his bearings either on the stage, but this is a huge start. Boomie and Sandstorm getting a huge team combo here. Almost more damage. That's a yeet into the pogo. They are converting right now. They're trying to answer back in a massive way, but I love that weapon throw from Solarson to interrupt that.
Whoa, and that's just like a chain reaction of interruptions from people getting caught in the other person's team combos. It comes out in favor of the red team there, and VipR takes a ton of damage. Sarah up the side of the stage, and now you can see Boomie weapon starving against VipR so that Sandstorm can focus on continuing to beat up Solarson as he's unarmed, and that could be an edge guard for them here. They've actually been doing a fantastic job punishing Solarson on the second stock. Solarson still hasn't picked up a weapon on the stock.
Oh my gosh.
He might just be gone.
That's it. Yeah, he's going to go around under, make sure he doesn't get anywhere near him to make sure he doesn't get a chase dodge off of him, and then just recovers under and around. And just like that, massive lead for Boomie and Sandstorm. They're like, yeah, y'all got game one, but it's not going to be that easy.
Ooh, and now the damage coming through from Boomie and Sandstorm. That's going to be Boomie's first stock. Team combo onto Sandstorm. We'll get that side sig to knock him off the top of the stage, but they're still down to stock and some change. And this is much stronger for the red team going into game 2.
Beautiful interrupt from VipR there with that side light, and now we're coming down to where it can kind of feel like Boomie and Sandstorm were running away with it for a little bit there, but I think VipR and Solarson are slowly starting to answer back. Solarson's waiting back for interrupts, but then he got caught. Sandstorm, yes, there's the conversion I've been waiting for, that D-light turnaround side air. I remember we were at like Autumns or something, and I was like, is that true?
Watching,
and it is.
Watching Radiant Shebeki do it, I'm like, wait a second, boots are good in 2s, and now everybody's aware of it, right? And seeing that setup there into the down sig coming out from Wushang was so sick. Being able to get that knockout there and almost the edge guard was also really great too. Solarson falling down that side, he gets hit with the D-Light Sarah, and that's him going off the left side of the stage. This is looking like it's going to be a 4-stock for the red team. Flambeau spoke too soon, but still really good in their favor.
I can't count it out till it's out. Sandstorm getting hit by the sidelights there. You can see VipR really low, and Sandstorm with the turnaround ground pound. Gonna try to close this stock out, but nice assistance from Solarson there to make sure that VipR makes it back to the stage in one piece. Can they bring this back? It's looking rough at this point. One more hit on a Solarson will be the stock, and Sandstorm and Boomie are ignoring him. Boomie with the perfectly timed turnaround. Solarson thinking, oh, they're not focusing me, dashes in, and immediately Boomie turns around and KOs.
Yeah, great job there. Sandstorm accidentally getting caught by that second swing of the sidelight there, but he gets for the pogo. Sandstorm was covering if the Lance recovery didn't get fully charged. Boomie covered it if it did. That's the edge guard and the 3-stock for them in game number 2. I think the highlight of that game, which is something that VipR and Solarson, I believe, are aware of and they'll do something about, was when Boomie and Sandstorm, they took Solarson's first stock. VipR was at red. They weren't trying to knock out VipR. They were hitting him with light attacks off the right side of the stage so that he'd use 3 or 4 jumps to make it back to the stage, waste 10 seconds. And then they weapon starved Solarson and just beat him up slowly until he lost that stock. The entire second stock from Solarson was played without pressing the weapon pickup button.
Yeah.
If VipR just drifted off the right side of the stage and made it back so that he can help his teammate get a weapon, maybe that game goes a little differently. And this is something that Boomie and Sandstorm have, at least I know when talking with Boomie, he's a really strong advocate for the, hey, if you're high stock red and you get knocked off stage, fast fall, help your teammate. It's way worse if they get isolated like that. You'll see them go for that and then punish teams that don't play around that as well.
Yes. And that's part of the reason why Queen Nai being on a team like we saw in the earlier set can be so tough, because her movement speed is so slow that if you get hit off stage, it takes you so long to come back. So hopefully, as we go into this next game here, we're going to see if VipR and Solarson can make those adjustments. Immediately, Sandstorm looking for those neutralites, right? Easy handoff tool to go for there, but they're not making it easy.
Oh, Nair after Nair to the recovery, tries to Nair him again. I mean, that sends him the wrong way, but at the very least he gets some extra damage. But that was a huge vertical combo coming up from them. Solarson saying Boomie up the top of the stage, and this is a great start for the blue team. Sandstorm off the right side of the stage, and more damage is now coming through here.
Can really feel just how important weapon throws are now, right?
Yeah.
Like, weapon throws always been a strong option in the meta. Ooh, yeet! Wow, no interrupt on that one.
Yeah, VipR kind of just looked at him and was like, I'm not sure when I should hit you here, so he just let the move finish. The dunk comes in from the end sig. Edge guard from Boomie gets the ground pound, and Solarson trying to help out his teammate by getting some extra damage, finds the Sarah and the Sandstorm, and now it's 5 stocks to 5.
Nice little interrupt coming out there. Boomie manages to get through that one as Solarson and VipR are trying to hold the stage here.
Oh, that was a setup for a pivot Sarah. I was wondering what Boomie was down sigging, and I was like, what is he aiming at? But Sandstorm was like in the middle of a combo that just didn't work out the way that he wanted to. Goes down. Solarson finally goes down to his second stock, but Boomie's taking so much damage here in game 3.
How much longer here? Tries to set up for a pass there, but the interrupts, the amount of interrupts per game has just slowly crept up to ridiculous numbers before. You know, before it'd be like, oh, you find like 3 to 4 good interrupts a game. Now we're hitting double digits easily, if not 20 to 30.
Yeah, the hardest part to keep up with is that there's actually some interrupts here where players are looking at the weapon throw and getting ready to do the combo after the interrupt happens, and that's been very fun to track as that meta has been developing, because weapon throws have become integral in stopping your opponents from getting what they want in that team combo. 2 players trying to edge guard at the same time. Oh. He went for the double D-light, and he got caught in the middle of the gravity cancel. Solarson goes down trying to finish that edge guard, and Sandstorm with an unarmed Nair sends VipR flying. It's now 4 stocks to 2, but a very small lead, considering that Boomie could go down just like that, and Sandstorm could get caught in the middle of a team combo. VipR sets it up, gets the side sig, sent flying off the left, and it's an even game.
And at that point, Sandstorm was only like in the light orange, right? Probably could have taken that sig outright, but the conversion forcing him to the corner of the stage really made sure that it KO'd there. And now this is anyone's game. That
Boomie's low on
jumps. Going wild here.
Okay, Sandstorm managed to hold the blue team member down with that gauntlet neutralite so that his teammate could get back down, but that was looking rough for Boomie. He used so many jumps there in that juggle with Solarson, and the down to comes through into the Nair. VipR puts Boomie into deep orange, but he's taking so much damage himself that he's now going to play on the back foot, and he's used to playing the front line. Oh, Sarah disarms Boomie. Down light, sends Sandstorm flying, with a side sig just barely avoids it.
Oh, they are scrapping.
Wrong way!
D-light and sig, that's not true, but he just went for it.
Oh, and the recovery to get the double knockout means Boomie and Sandstorm bring this match to match point. 2-1. And that was, if that down sig pivoted the other way, that could have been Solarson taking Boomie's stock, but instead Boomie looked at him and went, "What are you doing?" And he hits him with the craziest combo. Because you're right, it's not true. I mean, it's a small window, but
I will say that's one of the things I've always loved, admired, and appreciated about Boomie as a player is that he is never above chump checking.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You know, it's like, I need to make sure you're mashing right here. Or potentially, maybe I'll see in a replay later on, maybe there was a moment where there was a dodge burn and it was a little bit more harder to get out of that DLC. But either way, like, he's willing to let it rip, and he knows that if he ends up in harm's way, Sandstorm is going to back him up and save him.
Right, and he'd just be like, okay, now that they know about that, I won't go for that again.
Yes.
And if they don't know about it, well, keep going for it. We're back on the small fortress of Lions for game number 4. VipR and Solarson started off this set with the win.
Ooh.
But ever since then, Boomie and Sandstorm have done so much better, and the interrupts have been fantastic.
It's like just snipes with a harpoon throw on that. That was so good. VipR and Solarson trying to answer. Nice conversion coming out from Boomie there as VipR trying to land. There's that D-light end-sig again. Trying to keep him modest and now forcing the dodge out. So the next time that Boomie gets that D-light grounded, he can go ahead and fish out a dodge option.
I love that edge guard setup coming up from Boomie and Sandstorm. We were talking about game plans with edge guards with a team before this, with the double down stick, right? And Sandstorm was using that platform advantage just to stay on top in case Boomie wasn't able to get anything when players returned to the stage, and Boomie was able to cover the entire stage himself because Sandstorm was covering the skies. And they're setting that up again. Until that platform moves, Boomie and Sandstorm are just setting up a house.
Oh my God! They are just looking so much better right now.
Yeah.
And I will say, Boomie and Sandstorm are easily 2 of the best players in the world with maneuvering onto platforms and converting onto platforms. So the fact that that entire fray was happening on the right side next to that platform easily spelled doom. And just me describing that though, Solarson and VipR able to strike back and say, hold on, don't count us out just yet, just trailing by 1 stock. But if they're able to get 1 big conversion, it could be an even game.
Yeah, it was a great cleanup there to be able to get the 2 knockouts at the same time. Got the neutral sig alley-oop right afterwards for that team combo, and now Solarson and VipR are looking to get a lot of damage, probably on the Boomie. Sandstorm has been very difficult to touch over the entirety of this set, but Solarson barely avoids getting hit by that side air from Sandstorm, and now an edge guard into Sandstorm could possibly happen, but no, they go right back over to Boomie again. Their game plan is clear. They are trying to get Boomie down to 1 stock.
Yeah, no, they need that to happen as soon as possible. It actually kind of works out for VipR in a weird way, but...
I mean, he took a ton of damage.
He did. Just to get the
like, the down sig didn't have the knockback, but he still took whatever 30 or 40 damage that was from that. Solarson now still on the left side of the stage. He's on 2 stocks, but VipR, stacked, can't save him.
What a wake-up.
Is getting disarmed by Boomie's recovery.
Oh, I don't know how VipR gets out of this one. 1 clean blow, and that's going to be the stock here. Doesn't have a weapon, gets caught by the recovery from Sandstorm on those boots, and now it's Solarson in the 2v1, 4 stocks on the red team. This is a pretty hard comeback to make, especially against these players. If you got this one, you got it, bro. I'll give it up, but you got a lot of work to do.
Oh man, now Boomie coming back to the stage, neutralize a team combo. Oh, he jumps out of the down sig. That was it. The highlight, they have to set it up for it again. Solarson, can he avoid getting caught between this team combo? I mean, really, Oh
There
no!
it is.
That, against Boots, it's impossible. The dare comes through, forces the weapon throw. The gravity cancel.
shot,
Enlight catches him on the
bro.
way down in the chase dodge ground pound. How are you ready for that situation?
They're so much better than me. Like,
That's
they are
great.
so
He
good.
used the gravity cancel Enlight to catch the descent off of the move. I didn't even realize that you could grab it like that. And then the ground pound afterwards, that was the only way that he could escape. Wow, that was destruction.
I love how they will just like casually body somebody and then just wrap up their keyboards like they didn't just do that. Like, no,